I'm Nahal Afifi, and today we are representing the medieval era in the English poetry or in the English literature history. So today in this era we're representing the poets such as Chaucer and Sir Philip Sidney and some other poets that were very dominant in this particular time of the history.
So hello, I'm Ahmed Franji, a senior at the Islamic University. Today in this festival, we're trying to portray with our efforts the era of the 20th and the 21st century. It's actually the last era because we're here in the 21st century, and we tried to minimize everything in this corner, talking about the main historical events, the main inventions, the poetry, novels, characteristics of poetry, but specifically we focus on poetry. The characteristics, the themes, they talk about love, they talk about pessimism, they talk about war, loyalty, motherhood and stuff.
Today and this morning, the 2nd of December, we are holding poetry festivals by the English department headed by Dr. Mushir Amir and Dr. Rifat Al-Arair. And in this festival we're making corners of literature eras. And in particular, this is my corner about Victorian literature. And the idea of the corner is like to give basic information for the visitor.
Our corner is titled The Metaphysical School. This school comes after the school of William Shakespeare, and as we see here, our title is like turned upside down, and that is basically because those poets, they opposed the mainstream rules of writing poetry. Like at the time where most people wrote in a certain way about certain subjects, those poets wrote of very different subjects and using a very different technique and styles.
It is our pleasure today to represent the neoclassical era. So simply, neoclassical is a combination of the two terms, neo, which means new, and the classical, which refers to the Greek and Roman poets.
Well, basically in our corner we try to represent the major themes in a more fashionable and creative way. We did histogram thing. It's a combination of history and Instagram, and we also opted for memes. You know, memes are awesome and they are fashionable.
Our corner is Shakespeare corner. It is a unique corner in our festival because most of the corners are about eras and schools, literary schools, but our corner is about one poet who is Shakespeare. People when they visit our corner, they'll know that Shakespeare didn't only write plays such as Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet and other plays. Shakespeare also wrote sonnets, wrote narrative poems, and wrote essays, and they will see some of these poems.
I'm Asil Ifteha, the leader of the Romantic Corner. Our romantic consists of many things. First, my friend wrote a poem, consists of the famous poets. Also, we put pictures of the poets.
First of all, we are the Palestinian corner. We are talking about the Palestinian poetry in both languages, Arabic and English. We have shed light on the Palestinian biography, Palestinian poets' biography. We talked about how they lived and when did they start writing poetry and why poetry is important.
This corner is the ancient Greek corner. We are basically going to discuss Greek mythology, Greek literature, Greek culture, because Greek culture and mythology had a great effect on English literature afterwards, especially its mythology, because in English poems in works we will always find allusions and the poems always refer to Greek mythology.
Today is the first day of Poetry Festival at the Islamic University of Gaza, and here we represent the front of Poetry Festival in logistics and the reception team, and really we work hard to make a huge amount of both, I don't know what we call it, but it's a way of greeting people in our festival.